Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is March the 1st, 2018. We're here to give you all our daily cryptocurrency market snapshot where we are giving you price predictions of where we're expecting prices to go for some of the major cryptocurrencies. And everything that I mentioned here on this video is not to be considered investment advice, neither anything on this channel. Okay, so now let's get on into it. Overall, the market today definitely went the opposite direction than what we forecasted. The market did move a little lower in our analysis on yesterday, but then it quickly gained momentum to the upside. So that definitely shifts the tone of the market right now. So you guys need to be aware that today it is a slight change of tone. One of the things that is standing out to me is the fact that the volume for some of these cryptocurrencies are still light. So that's one of the caveats that kind of hinders me from saying definitely that the market's going to continue to move higher. Okay, because we necessarily did not get the volume that we would like to see as the market is trying to move higher. As a matter of fact, the market just went right back up to the previous high from yesterday's trade, and I will show you all that in just a moment. The market cap though is slightly increasing to the upside, $460.1 billion. Bitcoin dominance is still there around 40%. And as we look on this website, overall, the market is still in the green. Bitcoin is up 4.45. Ethereum as well is up. Looking at Ripple, 2.38. Bitcoin Cash had a fantastic day, up 6.37. Litecoin is up 2.66. But then we have Neo and Cardano both down 2% respectively. Neo is almost down 3%. Stellar, EOS, even IOTA had a fantastic day along with Monero. So overwhelmingly, a lot of the cryptocurrencies, especially in the top 10, ended the day higher. So that is a good thing to see. But as we go through our analysis today, I want you to pay attention to where the market actually went to. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get into it. So we're looking at Bitcoin on Bitfinex website. Currently they're trading up 6.12%. Last trade was $10,942. So now we're looking at the daily price bars for Bitcoin. So the bar that we saw yesterday was a precursor to weakness bar, but then today's bar is a precursor to strength bar. So on the daily price bar, one of the best things that I can tell you all that we need to see in the future is just more consolidation long term. So it looks as if the market's going to give us something like this in Bitcoin for at least the next couple of trading days, especially for the market to give us a lot of precursors of weakness yesterday. And then right now the market is giving us a precursor of strength with some stockpile. So selling is occurring in the market right now for Bitcoin. So we need to acknowledge that fact. So the market can still move lower on the next trading day. Let's take a look at the 3-hour bars to see if that momentum to the upside is going to continue. So right now, even on the 3-hour bars, we are getting some stockpile to come in the market. It is also a probable precursor to strength. And one of the things I like to see is the fact that it came and touched $10,800. That has been acting as resistance. So on this particular 3-hour bar, it came and touched. So it's going to be imperative that you all pay attention to the next 3-hour bar, because if it closes lower than the close on this 3-hour bar, then expect the market to move lower. Was expecting the market to come right back up to the high of this bar, which it did, $11,065, and that's where all that resistance came in. So if the market hovers around that $11,000 area and we're not getting a lot of precursors of weakness, then we're still expecting Bitcoin to continue to move higher. Okay, right now we have a probable precursor of strength on the 3-hour bar. So the next 3-hour bar is going to be crucial to close above it, because if so, then expect Bitcoin to continue to move higher. And then that first resistance area is going to be after it breaks $11,000. It's going to be 11,200. Okay, once Bitcoin goes up to that point, you need to be more watchful to see if we get more precursors of weakness, because if so, then the market will continue to move lower. So now let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. So Ethereum is up 2.13%. Last trade was $871.72. Daily price bar for Ethereum. Definitely can tell we have some stockpile coming in the market. But given the fact that the bar currently is closed above the previous close, it's still telling us that we're getting more precursors of strength on the daily price bar for Ethereum. 3-hour bars for this crypto. You guys can see that we're still consolidating. $850 has been acting as support. Resistance is there around $880. A lot of stockpile came in on this 3-hour bar. Market consumed it. They bought it up, but there's still more sellers coming in the market. But we still need this current 3-hour bar to close above $870 as it's doing now. But if the next 3-hour bar closes below it, then expect Ethereum to continue to come back down to around 860 or even lower than that. Okay, so we're still in a watch mode for Ethereum to see if the buyers can maintain that price around $870. So we did get a precursors of weakness bar here on this 1-hour chart. Buyers came in and bought it up, so we still have some slight selling coming in the market. That resistance is right there where it's trading now on the 1-hour bar, so we need the market to at least break that $871 area in order for them to continue to move higher. It was a lot of stockpile coming in the market, so we're going to need about that same amount of volume in Ethereum for them to continue to move higher. If we don't get that volume, then don't expect Ethereum to continue to move higher in price. Okay, at best Ethereum looks to be trading sideways, and on the 3-hour bars, that sideways trading action can definitely be between $850 all the way up to $880 or even $890. So now we are going to look at Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is up 7.92%. Last trade was $1,292.10. Daily price bar for Bitcoin Cash. Again, we have a stronger precursors of strength bar for Bitcoin Cash today. Better than Bitcoin and Ethereum. Expected that especially on the daily price chart for Bitcoin Cash to continue to move higher. Probably back up to that $1,400 area. That is where prior resistance has been. 3-hour bars. Again, we're back here. This is like our third time coming back here to this resistance area for Bitcoin Cash. One of the things that I do like to see is the fact that the market is trying to sustain itself right there around $1,300. But as always, we're not getting a lot of interest to break $1,300. So we had to be watchful as we're trading here around Bitcoin Cash, around $1,300, especially on the next 3-hour bar. It has to break through this resistance. So that means we need to get a precursors of strength bar to break through that $1,300, preferably with a lot of volume. But if we don't get it, that's cool. It might just come back up to $1,320 and get more stockpile and move lower. Okay, so our analysis for Bitcoin Cash in the short term is to at least trade sideways, but that next 3-hour bar is going to be crucial, because if it closes lower than its previous one, then it will be moving lower. Hopefully support is going to be around 1260. But if this next 3-hour bar closes above the previous one, then expect Bitcoin Cash to continue to move higher, at least in the short term. So now we're going to go ahead and look at Ripple. So Ripple is up 3.86%. Last trade was around 92 cents. Daily price bar for Ripple. Again, just like with Ethereum, we haven't getting a lot of stockpile coming in the market for Ripple. But even though we had a precursors of weakness bar yesterday, the market at least is showing some slight signs of strength, given the fact that the bar currently is closed above the previous close on the daily price chart. 3-hour bars for Ripple. Just like with Bitcoin Cash or Ethereum, we have a lot of stockpile coming in on this bar. So we are definitely in a precursor weakness stage right now. It's going to take a lot more precursors of strength to come into the market in order for Ripple to break out at least to 94 cents. Okay, that took a whole lot of energy out the market once all that stockpile came in. Currently, I can tell you all that the buyers are trying to maintain price in Ripple around 92 cents. If they cannot be successful, it will be moving lower, and currently they are not being successful, but they're trying. Okay, especially if this 3-hour bar closes below, then the market is not being successful. But if the next one closes above this previous current 3-hour bar, then the market at least may come back up to this high, which is 93 cents, or it can even come all the way up to 94 cents or even higher. So now let's go ahead and check out Litecoin. So Litecoin is up 3.22%. Last trade was $209.89. Daily price bar for Litecoin. Again, the market is getting hit with some stockpile right now, but the volume is extremely light. Something that we need to pay attention to, kind of letting us know that the market may not be all that excited to move higher in price. Okay. So Litecoin on the 3-hour charts looks like this. So even on this current 3-hour bar, resistance was around $216. So that's why we got these previous 2 3-hour bars came and hit the ceiling, and now we're currently falling with a precursor of weakness bar, push to go down bar. Hopefully that support will hold around 208, or at least where it currently is now on the low. But definitely we're not seeing a lot of interest in higher prices in Litecoin at this time. I'm gonna look at the 1-hour bars to see, yeah, definitely if this current 1-hour bar closes the way that it looks now, Litecoin will be moving lower. Hopefully $208 will be support, but if not, then it's going to move lower than that until it finds an area of support. We definitely are not seeing a lot of precursors of strength in Litecoin. So now we are checking out Dash. So Dash is up 6.39%. Last trade was $619.08. Daily price bar for Dash, again, precursors of strength bar. We did get precursors of weakness yesterday, but we did not get the confirmation following today's trading. So the market at best is going to continue to consolidate. Might come all the way up to $640, or a little higher than that, around $650 in tomorrow's trading, because that is where resistance is on the daily price chart for Dash. So let's take a look at the 3-hour bar. You guys can see we were in a definite uptrend just to come right back up to $625, and now we're running across a lot of selling in the market for Dash. Again, this is a probable precursor of strength bar. The next 3-hour bar needs to close above it in order for Dash to continue to move higher in price. We did get a lot of substantial up move over the last couple of 3 hours, but we did not get a lot of volume to kind of tell us that the market participants are definitely interested in price. It seemed like they was just focused on getting this particular cryptocurrency back to 625, and now they're satisfied, and the market at best is going to continue to trade sideways, all depending on what this probable precursors of strength bar is going to do. Volume is light, so there's not that much selling occurring in Dash at the moment, but nevertheless the bar is still closed right now lower than the previous close, and that is a definite precursor of weakness. So now we are going to look at Neo. So Neo is down 1.03%. Last trade was $128.59. One of the only cryptocurrencies right now in our analysis that is trading lower today. We kind of figured that out in our analysis yesterday. We told you all that the market was going to move lower. Buyers are definitely trying to come in right now in Neo. We can tell that on the daily price charts. But the 3-hour bars, you guys can see that we're kind of making a wedge or like a pennant shape in Neo right now. The market definitely has been trading sideways, not necessarily moving lower, not necessarily moving higher. So we will have to look at the 1 hour bar to see exactly what is occurring in the market. So again, just a different picture. We're just simply consolidating in NEO right now. Market is definitely trying to find that support at $127. Resistance is right there around $130 to even $131. It's something that we need to watch to at least allow NEO to move higher. It had to break that resistance area. Currently, I'm not seeing a lot of interest in higher prices. The volume is not standing out to me. So the market at best may continue to trade sideways to lower, might come back down to $127, $126 as another touch point, and then bounce and move higher from there. But especially if this 1 hour bar closes below this previous close, then expect NEO to at least trade sideways to lower. But if it closes above, it might just come up to $132 or even $131. So now we are going to look at Monero. So Monero is up 10.21%. Last trade was $312.64. One of the strongest cryptocurrencies in our analysis today is Monero, but it might just get back up to that $320 area. So this is just an opportunity that we did not capitalize on because we was forecasting Monero to continue to move lower, and it just went right down to $280, catch support, and bounced and moved higher from there. It is quite expected that Monero is going to be moving higher, maybe to 320 or maybe a little higher than that, to where we get a lot more stockpile to come in the market, because we also got volume backing today's move as well. 3 hour bars for Monero. So as the market was moving higher, definitely the volume has been increasing. Might run across some resistance around 316, as it already did around $314.86. So we had to be cautious that Monero does not hit that as a ceiling and then bounce lower, because we definitely have that in the background right here. Around $317, $315 has been acting as resistance in Monero, and that's where the volume came in, and then volume dropped. So the volume starts picking up right there around $315, $317. Then Monero will be moving lower, especially if we get precursors of weakness bars on top of the volume. So please pay attention to that in Monero. But it did overcome a lot of the stockpile that came in the market here and here. So the market can definitely actually move a little higher long term. So now the last one for today is going to be Icon. So now we're looking at Icon. Icon is up 7.34%. Last trade was around $3.79. Daily price chart for Icon, we told you all that $3.50 needs to hold that support. Market came down to $3.46. And we said as long as Icon trades above $3.50, we're good. So right now we're still in the good, trading around $3.79, but I'm not all convinced that we're necessarily out the woods for this particular cryptocurrency. We definitely have stockpile coming in the market right now as well. So now we're looking at the 3 hour bars for Icon. Resistance came in at $3.90. Market is having a hard time to break through that, especially this 3 hour bar closes below this previous close. Tells us that we still have more weakness than strength in the market. Market will have to consume all that weakness before it breaks $3.90. So at best, Icon may just trade sideways. It might even come all the way back down to $3.70 or even $3.60. So keep your eyes on this particular cryptocurrency, because if it breaks $3.50, then the next logical area is going to be right here around $2.50. Okay. So that's all I have for today. March the 1st, 2018. Quick recap. Okay, so The market did move higher today, but one of the caveats that kind of stops us from saying that yes, the market's going to move higher tomorrow is the fact that the volume was light, and also some of these cryptocurrencies were still showing stockpile on the daily price chart as well as the 3-hour bars. All that occurred today in the market was simply the cryptocurrencies coming back to prior area resistance. So now you had to be watchful and pay attention that we receive precursors of strength bars while these cryptocurrencies are trading around resistance. Okay, because if you don't see them, then the market would just simply bounce at that resistance area and fall lower in price. So that is what we're noticing on the charts for today. So that's one thing to keep in your mind as you're doing your own individual strategies in the market. We're seeing good signs on the daily price chart for the price to move higher, but we're not 100% convinced that it's going to move higher. It has a probability, but not 100%, not even 90%. So you have to be watchful in the market, especially as it's trading around resistance. Okay. So that's all I have for today, everyone. Make sure you all stay profitable, and I will talk to you all later.